So here is the second method. You have 81 divided by 5. Now to do this, you can use any of these two methods. You can use a number below 81 that is perfectly divisible by 5, and that is 80. Or you can use a number above 81 that is perfectly divisible by 5, and that is 85. Now, mind you can also use 100, you can use 20 to find this. You see, but it's going to be a bit more complicated. It's best to use the closest number to 81 above and below that are both perfectly divisible by 5. Now, 80 divided by 5 is 16. 16 groups of 5, right? Now, 85 divided by 5 is 17 groups of 5. 85 divided by 5. Now, for 81 divided by 5, all we need to do is work with 80. Now, 80 is 81 minus 1, or you can say 81 is 80 plus 1. 81 is 85 minus 4, or you can say 85 is 81 plus 4. This is very important. So let's get started. If 80 divided by 5 is 16, 81 divided by 5 is going to be 16 plus something. 16 plus what? If it were 85 divided by 5, we would simply say 16 groups plus 1 group. 16 groups is 80, 1 group is 5. 16 groups of 5 plus 1 group of 5 is going to be 17. And 80 plus 5 is going to be 85. But now you're saying 81 divided by 5. So now you're going to, you're not going to add 1 group of 5 because 1 group of 5 will be 5. But you're trying to add 1 from 80 to 81. So instead of adding 1 group of 5, you're going to add one part out of 1 group of 5. This is 1 group of 5. One group of 5 consists of 5 parts, right? But you want to add 1 part. So when you add 1 part, you're going to take away 4 parts with only 1 part left. So that is 1/5. That is 1 part out of 5. The numerator, the number up means the number of parts you have, and the number below means the total number of parts. So you're going to add 1 part out of 5 parts, and that is what you're adding. This is 1 out of 1 group of 5. You're adding to 80, meaning 16 groups of 5 with 1 part out of 1 group of 5, which gives you 16 and 1/5. Do you get this? All right. Now, 85 divided by 5 is 17. From 85 to 81, you need to subtract 4, right? Now, you have 17 groups of 5. 17 groups of 5. Now, if you were to subtract, these are 17 in total, right? Now, you are to remove 4 parts out of 5. Of course, you're going to remove four parts out of 5 from the last part. By removing 4 parts out of 5, you're left with 1 part out of 5. So what you have is 16 parts and 1 part out of 5, which is basically the same thing as 16 parts plus 1 part out of 5, which is still 16 and 1/5. Now pay attention because this method is very simple, and when you learn it, it's going to be one of the easiest methods to perform this division mentally. Now, as a quick fact, I discovered this myself. I'm not saying I'm the first to discover it. I'm just saying that I discovered it myself. And I think that's very interesting. Now, 80 divided by 5 is 16. 81 divided by 5 is 16 plus 1 part out of 5, which is 16 and 1/5. 85 divided by 5 is 17 groups of 5. 81 divided by 5 is 17 groups of 5. Now you're going to take away 4 parts out of 5 from the last group of 5, and therefore you'll be left with 16 groups of 5 and 1/5, which is still 16 and 1/5. This is very easy, for example. This is so very easy to do. It takes a bit of time to learn fully, but once you understand it, it becomes one of the easiest methods. So these two methods I've shown to you are excellent methods to perform divisions very simply. Keep in mind these two methods and divisions will be easy as pie to you. Alright, and that's it for this video.